This is America, where we are told anyone can make it big. We've all heard those stories of rags to riches, people that had nothing and now have everything. All those people we look up to and want to be.
Now, most of you met Kimmy, the beautiful, sophisticated woman that she is today. A woman that wears $3,000 Armani suits, who drives a brand new Mercedes-Benz. A woman who spends her winters in the Bahamas and her summers in the Hamptons. That's not the Kimmy that I met. The Kimmy that I met didn't have two nickels to rub together. She was a single mom on the balls of her ass with an 8-year-old son. Okay, she was 3 months behind on her rent. And when she came to me and asked me for a job, she asked for a $5,000 advance just so she could pay her son's tuition. What'd I do, Kimmy? Go on, tell me.
You wrote me a check for $25,000.
That's right.
She had nothing and now she has everything. She did it. She lived the dream. All because
It's because I believed in you.
I too want to live that dream of having some rich person have pity on me and just believe in me, and give me a lot of money. Nah, I'm kidding. I think that the Youngs had it right. They didn't sell their values for some money. They stuck together. They fought for what they thought was right. I think both movies say the same thing about money, that if you want it, you have to bend your values a bit. The company where Kimmy works is full of greedy people. They scam their clientele just to line their own pockets, and they have no moral issue with that. These are people that don't think they're going to make it big because of the American dream. They think they're going to make it big because they found a company who's just as motivated as them to get rich.
Jordan Belfort, sounding like a kind of twisted Robin Hood who takes from the rich and gives to himself and his merry little band of brokers. Read that.
It's the Forbes article. They all want to work for you now.
People are so greedy. Point being that Kimmy and the rest of the people at the office knew what they were doing and knew it was illegal and unethical. But as long as they got to keep their vacations, they didn't care. They got to live what they considered the end goal of the American dream, being rich and doing whatever you want. We can see the situation from the other side in The Raisin in the Sun. We see the father get scammed and how that impacts the family. The scammer obviously didn't care about anyone else but himself. It's a lot easier to get rich when you don't care about anyone else. I know I've been acting very pessimistic about capitalism and corruption. I also don't want to pretend like I know the full situation or seem like I'm judging people's choices. I think there are 3 main lessons I learned from watching the original clip, though. First off, Kimmy needed to accept the job and the check to support her family. The Youngs were able to refuse the money. I'm not sure Kimmy had that choice, given how behind she was on her rent and other expenses. She chose the job because she thought that was the best option for her family. The Youngs refused the money because they thought that was best for their family. The next thing I realized, which I've already discussed a lot, is that money, especially in large amounts, comes with a toll. For the Youngs, it would have been humiliation and allowing white people to bully them. For Kimmy, it's her morals, if she has any, and the chance of prison. The Youngs' show of good morals was watched and learned by the youngest. What impression Kimmy's choices will leave on her son is unknown. Lastly, I think the clip is a good example that the American dream doesn't exist in the way we typically think about it. Usually, the only people that get rich are the people that already know rich people. That's what happened with Kimmy. I'm not saying she didn't work very hard for her money. I'm saying that even with as working as hard as she could, there's a very small chance that she would have been as rich as she is now if Belfort hadn't helped her. As for A Raisin in the Sun, after the movie ends, the family will be crippled with debt. They have a child on the way, the dad still hates his job, The grandma will have to go back to work. No one is helping them out of poverty, and it's a very hard place to escape by yourself. For the most part, the movie seemed to have a similar view on capitalism.